if you had to check the boxes for what the items were that were most important to you, your exit, what would they be? How did you think about this?
Well, interestingly, we had been thinking about exit planning for many, many years and had engaged before with some parties about some discussions in transferring the company. And what ended up happening over time was there was no one thing that really pushed us in this direction. We really took kind of a balanced approach to it. There's benefits in a lot of different places for an ESOP. And essentially, we wanted something we could feel good about at the end when it was over, and something that would work for all parties. And so, we have a group of loyal employees. We've been around a long time, 30 plus years. We have some people who have a lot of tenure with us, and we didn't want them to feel like they were left out or were surprised by this. On top of that, our customers. This could be jarring to the customers as well. And we have a lot of good vendor relationships that we've had for a long time. So this was something that was easier, I think, to tell the story about and to feel good about, and everyone would get a little something.
How did you really start gravitating towards an ESOP? How did you initially hear about it? How did you start giving it some serious consideration in the pool of options, if you will?
Actually, it came from left field. We had, as I said before, we have been engaged in some activity and doing some negotiating with the party, and basically the CPAs suggested, take a look at this thing, Rob. And I said, this looks too complicated. I don't think this is going to work for our situation. And so I looked over some short synopsis of it, and my eyes started to widen. The first thing that grabbed me was, well, first of all, the tax benefits were incredible. I mean, we're a company that we're paying 45% of our earnings. And all of a sudden, you become magically, for us, we're an S corporation. So we were going to, 100% S corporation. We would be magically tax exempt forever, potentially forever, which is like a company on steroids. So that was very interesting. And then the fact that we could share these benefits with our employees was very, very enticing. Also, the transition, which could be taken over a course of many, many years, which is so much more manageable. We have great relationships with all the people in here. They were waiting for some answers, like, when are you guys moving on? What's going to happen here? Get out of my way. I want to advance. All kinds of things going on. So it seemed to be something that, and the deeper I looked at it, the more I loved it. So kind of moved in that direction, and Lou and the Withum people helped us move in that direction.
But Robert, anything you want to layer on top of that? I mean, little experience about going through the process. How rigorous was it, or seamless was it?
This process is, any kind of closing transaction. There's a lot of pressure, and it's intense. It can get intense, but I think this process is less adversarial, and in general, and a little less. It's got plenty of rigor to it, but it's less. It's easier to announce. We were actually excited to announce this, as opposed to necessarily maybe with a third party going out, and then everybody says their jaws drop and their stomach gets tight. So, whose head's gonna roll? What's gonna happen tomorrow? It's essentially saying, hey, we're giving you a gift. You're getting a gift, and the company is going to continue as it is, but now we have a succession plan.